morning, children, and it's a nice bright morning today, and let's learn how to make words with ID, IP and IM. We're going to make 3-letter words. Earlier we learned how to make 3-letter words with IT, IN, IG and IB. So let's begin with ID words just now. The first word will be bid. B. Who says B? B says B. And it, I-D, it. B, it. Bid. Now what does bid mean? It's a past tense to say for buy. You bid someone goodbye. Alright? So B-I-D is bid. B and it. Bid. The next one will be D and it. D and it is did. Very often Mummy asks you, Rohan, did you do your homework? So how will I spell that did? D is D and ID is it. Did. So the first one was it bid, D it did. Alright, let's think of another word. Alright? Now, when you play with your friends, you play hide and seek. Chupa chuppi, you play no? So how will I spell hid? Her, who says her? Each says her. And ID is it. So her, it is hid. Now the last one is to get rid of something. Rid means you don't want it. Mummy tells you, no, your toys have gone old and I'm going to get rid of them and give it to some poor person. So how will I spell rid? R. Who says R? R says R and ID is it. Rid. So we're going to revise once again. We are going to form words with ID. ID is it. The first word we've learnt is bid. You bid goodbye to your friends after you had a birthday party, right? So B. Who says B? B says B. And it, ID, it. So the word becomes bid. The next one, D and it. Did. Your mummy tells you very often, Rohan, did you do your homework? So this is the word did. D and it. Her and hid. Hid. Sometimes your mummy says that I'm sure you've hidden your books. Hid. So let's spell hid. Her. H and ID it. R and ID is rid. So we've learnt words with ID. Now let's see, the next one is IP. Now can you tell me what does IP say? IP says it. It. Yes. Now let's look at the first word. There's something on your face that has IP in it. Can you think of it? What would you call this? Lips, right? So I will just take one word, lip, L. Who says L? L says L. And ip is IP, ip. L, ip is lip. Now, this is a glass of water and this is a spoon. I will dip it in the water. Dip. D. Who says D? D says D. So dip, D and ip. I-P, ip. D, ip is dip. Now you look at this pencil. Okay, and very often your point breaks, right? So what do we call this? This is called as the tip of the pencil. So spell, who says stir? T says stir. And ip, I-P, ip, tip. Now, sometimes when you don't want to drink milk, what does your mummy say? Have a sip. You like it. See? Auntie's having a sip of water. Yes. Sir. Who says sir? S says sir. And ip, I-P, ip, sip. So just now, how many words have we learnt? L, ip, lip. D, ip, dip. T, ip, tip. S, ip, sip. And on your pant you have a zip. On your jacket you have a zip. Z. Who says Z? Z says Z. So zip. Z and ip. I-P, ip, zip. And this is my waist and this is my hip. So how will I spell hip? H says her and I-P is ip. So that is hip. So children, IP words, there are quite a number and I have explained all of them to you. So let's take the first one. L, ip, lip. D, ip, dip, 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 dip. My blue ship floating in the water like a cup and saucer. Dip, dip, dip. So D-I-P, dip, dip. I showed you the tip of the pencil. T, ip, tip. S, ip, sip. You sip your milk from the cup or from the glass. Okay? Z, ip, zip. Zip of the jacket, zip of your pant, zip of your bag. That is Z-I-P, zip. And H-I-P is her and ip, hip. We all have a hip. Down the waist, we have the hip. Okay? Now, we will also learn, we finished with ID words, we finished with IP, now with IM. What is IM? IM is in. Alright. Now, dim. D. D says the and im. I am im. Dim. When something is not very clear, we say it's very dim. Chunjla. That is dim. Alright? Now, instead of saying he took my pencil and I gave it to him. How will I spell him? H is her and I am him. Her, him. Him. Now the next one, it's a name of a boy. Okay? So, but I'll write it in small letters. Tim. T. Who says T? T says T. And I am him. Tim. And the last one will be, no, there's one more name of a boy that I forgot to tell you. Old Jim Mimer. Look at your Uncle Jim. So how will I spell Jim? J is J-I-M is Jim. So let's revise. D-im, dim. H-im, him. D-im, Jim. And J-im, Jim. Right? Now we'll also learn how to read. I'm going to write 4 sentences for you and we are going to read. Okay? So children, I have written 4 sentences on the blackboard and now we are going to read these 4 sentences. We've learned all the words that are written over here and it's not going to be difficult. Okay? So let's read. You've already learned this. T-H-E, the. L-I-T, lid. I-S, is. O-N, on. T-H-E, the. B-I-N, bin. You know what is a lid? I have a jar here. This is called as the lid. Okay? So let's read it. The lid is on the bin. Now the next one. M-Y, my. L-I-P-S, lips. I have put S after P. I'm not saying my lip, my lips, two lips. My lips are, A-R-E-R. This is a new word, okay? A-R-E-R. See, A says A. A-R. Red. So let's read it. My lips are red. The third one. The, you know this word is very easy. Rat. Rat. Hid. Hid. In a bin. And the last one. Did. Did. J-I-M. Jim. Now why did I write capital J for Jim? Because it's a name of a boy. Okay? Jim. F-A-L-L. Fall. I-N. In. T-H-E. The. W-E-L-L. Well. And I put a question mark because I'm asking a question. Did Jim fall in the well? Okay? So children, we've learned how to read these 4 sentences. If you see these words anywhere in a magazine that your dad is reading or your mom is reading, or if you see any of these words in the newspaper, try and read these words. Okay? So have a good day, children. Bye. Friends, if you like my videos and if you would like me to send up some more videos of this kind that you like, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my videos. And of course, please don't forget to press the bell icon